everybody. We are excited to teach you how to play the newest game that is out with a medieval theme called Castle Break. Castle Break is for ages 10 and up, 2 to 4 players. Takes about an hour to play. It's a lot of fun, very, very easy to learn, which we'll show you in this video, but your mission is simple. You've been selected to represent your kingdom in this year's games, and you will be racing against other opponents to see who the first will be to complete quests, collect coins, and have those coins forged into keys, unlocking the 3 gates at Dragon's Tower. If you're ready, let's learn how to play. Your objective is to be the first player to unlock the 3 gates to Dragon's Tower, freeing Cinder, the dragon that is locked inside. In order to do that, you are going to need 3 keys, and to get your 3 keys, you will collect 6 coins and have them melted down into your keys. In order to earn coins, you are going to complete quests. Now, there are different levels of quests. There are 1 coin quests, 2 coin quests, and 3 coin quests, from easiest to most difficult. Here we can see the 1 coin quest is a gift for the king. Collect 1 jewelry and 1 food item and take them to the throne room, exchange them for your coin. So I will be looking for a food item and a piece of jewelry. Once I collect those, I will take them to the throne room, in which time I will be rewarded with 1 coin. Once I collect 6 coins, I can then have them melted down into my 3 keys. Throughout the game, you're going to be using 3 types of cards that you're going to be collecting, trading, or even stealing from your opponents. They are trade goods, which are made up of currency, food, drink, and jewelry. Your tools and weapons cards, which are hunting tools, swinging weapons, or prying tools. And then you have your power cards. Now, these are very valuable because these will help you move faster throughout the castle, through walls, or even slow your opponent down by using shackles or putting them to sleep. Welcome to Westraven Castle. Now, Westraven Castle is made up of 15 different rooms, including 4 tower rooms. Okay. There are stairs, there are tunnels, there are exits to the tower wall, but each room itself, you will see, is either going to be a tan or a gray color. And the reason for that is at the end of each turn, you are going to collect a card, and you will collect the card that corresponds with that color. So if you're in the chapel, at the end of your turn, you will get a trade good card. If you're in the soldier barracks, at the end, you would get a tools and weapons card. So if you're in search of a tools and weapon, you want to wind up your turn in a gray room. Now, if you end your turn outside of a room rather, or on any of the stairs, you would collect a power card. Now, speed is very, very important if you are going to win this version of Castle Break. So utilizing the tunnels and the tower wall are very important. And the way you simply do that is to keep in mind that blue to blue. If you enter a tunnel here, you can come out at any of the other blue tunnel entrances. If you land in a purple room or in a room with a purple exit, you can go immediately to any of the other tower rooms that have the purple. So blue to blue and purple to purple. To start the game, we are going to deal out 3 quest cards to every player. Now, do keep in mind that you can only have 2 in your possession at any given time during the game. Okay, so in this case, I pulled out the 1, 2, and 3. Now, there's no strategy here other than deciding if you want to go with something that's more difficult versus something that's easier. The one that you don't want to play, you will simply put in a discard pile, and the other 2 quests that you're going to begin with will go in the plastic holders, making it a lot easier for you to see your quests and work on them while you're playing the game. Now let's deal out your player cards. You'll start by dealing out 4 trade good cards to every player, unless you're playing with just 2 players. If that's the case, you're going to give 1 additional trade good cards to them. Then you're going to deal out 3 tools and weapons and 3 power cards. And this is your starting hand. Okay. Now, once you collect your cards, you're going to take a look at your quests and determine which of these items that you might need to complete these quests. Anything above 6, which is one of the big rules of the game, is you can never have more than 6 cards in your protected hand, get laid out in front of you, and these are now available to be traded for or stolen from other players. So the 6 cards in your hand are your protected cards. The cards in front of you are exposed. And again, you can never have more than 6 cards in your hand. One exception to this rule, or to the rule of how you can manage your cards, is at the beginning of the game, you must keep all 3 of your power cards in your hand. Again, that is only at the beginning of the game. As soon as you start play, you can have any combination of cards in your hand that you would like, as long as it does not exceed 6. To start the game, all players will begin in the courtyard. The courtyard is the grassy area outside of Dragon's Tower. Now, not only is this the place where you're going to start the game, it is also the place that you can come to throughout the game to collect new quests, which I'll show you in a second. Now, I would suggest each player taking a look at their character card, because on the character card, it tells you exactly what to do on each turn. The first part being play any 2 actions. Now, it has a list here of all the different actions, which I'll show you, and you can play any 2 of them, but you cannot play any single action more than 1 time on that turn. So here are the different things that you can do. First, I can play a power card, and I might say, Miss Carly, I am going to shackle you, which means you are going to lose a turn. I can also barter with any player, and what bartering means is that all the players that have their exposed cards around the board, I have access to. So I might say, Miss Carly, I see that you have in front of you a drink that I need. I am going to trade for that drink. And in exchange, Carly can say, okay, I would like your currency, please. And she would take that back. You can also swap with yourself. Now remember, all of your cards to complete a quest must be played out of your hand, your protected cards. So let's say I needed a food item to complete one of my quests. I have it here, but not in my hand. I can say I'm going to swap with myself. I will put a piece of jewelry down because I'm at 6 cards, and I will pick up the food, allowing me perhaps to complete my quest. Okay. I can also roll the die to move. I can roll the die, and there's always 3, 6, or 9, and I can move throughout the board or the tunnels or along the tower wall. I can also collect quest cards. I mentioned before that anytime during the game that I feel like either A, I don't have enough quests in my hand to be working on because I've completed them, or B, possibly one of these is too difficult. I can't seem to find a certain item I need. I can go back to the courtyard. I can use an action and say, I would like to draw a new quest. I would draw it. Now I can never have more than 2 in my hand at any time. I would decide which 2 of these I would like to keep, discarding the other, and perhaps I am on to a new quest now. Right? You can also complete a quest. So if you wind up, let's say, in the soldier's barracks, and my quest might say, collect a food item and a currency and take them to the soldier's barracks, I would announce I'm going to complete a quest. I would show my cards. Once I do that, I would then collect my coins that I earned for that, placing them right in front of me on the coin spaces. Okay. I can also complete part of a quest. So some of the 3-point quests, or all of the 3-point quests, are actually made up of multiple actions. So if you get done one part of the action, you can announce I'm completing part of a quest. It does count as an action. You would then show the cards that you've collected. You would take them, place them over to the side, and players now know that I am working on a 3-coin quest and I've already completed part of it. Last but not least, you can forge your keys into coins. Once you have all 6 of your coins, okay, you can take them and you can turn them in to be melted into your keys and replace them with your keys to go and try to unlock Dragon's Tower. Remember, you can play up to 2 actions on any given turn, but you can never play the same action more than once. When your turn is over, depending on where the room that you are in, you are going to draw a card. So I'm ended up in the soldier's barracks. I am going to draw a tool and weapons card. It will go into my hand. If I have more than 6 cards now, I will have to expose one, and then it becomes the next player's turn. Now, there is one variation to the end of your turn. Normally, you would be collecting a single card for the room that you are in. Gray card for tools and weapons. A tan room would give you a trade good card. However, If you do complete a quest on your turn, you are going to do what we call as reloading your satchel, which means that you will draw one card from each of the piles to reload. But again, you must get down to 6 before your turn is over. So I am going to lay these down. I now have a lot of cards exposed in front of me, but I have completed a quest and I have 6 cards in my hand. And now your turn is over. So how do you win the game? Well, first, of course, you need to collect your 6 coins. Once you do that, you're going to head to any of the forging pots in the center of the board. You're going to take your 6 coins and you are going to have them melted into your 3 keys. And once you have your 3 keys, you're simply going to head towards Dragon's Tower, entering the foyer here. And at this point in time in the game, once you land here, you can no longer play any of your cards, no power cards, none of your cards are important anymore, and no one else can play any cards against you either. This is now a safe spot for you. In order to unlock all of Dragon's Tower, you are now going to use the dragon die. So when it is your turn, you are going to roll the die. If you get a green lock, which means unlock, you are going to advance and roll again. If you get a red lock, which means your key did not fit, you will then allow the next player to continue their play until it comes back around to you. You roll again until you would ultimately get a green, go again, get another green unlock, and you have now freed Cinder and ride her to all of her glory and be named champion of Castlebreak. Folks, I hope you had a great time playing Castlebreak, or are going to have a great time playing Castlebreak. If you have any other questions, you can visit our website. We have frequently asked questions on there. And if you have any comments or questions that aren't covered there, please just send us an email and we will take care of that for you. Thanks so much.